Hello and welcome to Zenphi. Today we're going to be going over how you can create a flow to automate the process of mail merging with attachments using Google Sheets and Zenphi. So let's go ahead and get started. The first step to any Zenphi flow is to configure your trigger, which in Zenphi is the action that's going to initiate the flow. There's different triggers that you can choose from. In this case, we're going to be using the manual trigger, meaning that with the click of a button, you're going to be able to initiate the flow, so no configuration is required here. Now let's move on to our first action. This one is called read rows. This action is going to be used to read a Google Sheets that is going to include the information that we're going to be using to generate a custom document as well as sending the email. Now this use case is going to be especially useful if you have to manage mass communications, if you have to create custom agreements, documents for your employees. You can do all that with just the click of a button. So the first thing you have to do is create a connection. What this is going to do is it's going to grant Zenphi permission to be able to access your Google Sheets, be able to read the rows. So after you select if it's a private or shared connection, depending on your preference, all you have to do is click on Authorize and you'll be able to find your connection in the drop-down menu. After that, we're going to select the file that we're going to be using as the example Google Sheets. So in this case, this is going to be the sheets that I'll be using. It has the information for each employee, their name, their email, as well as other information that I will be using inside of the email and the generated document. To be able to select the file, you just click on this Google Drive icon and select the file from your Google Drive. If you scroll down, you'll be able to see all of the different Google Sheets that you have. Just select the one you wish to use, and then after you can select the sheet name just in case there's more than one sheet inside of your document. At the bottom, you're able to select which rows you wish to read. In this case, we're going to read all the rows, and make sure if your Google Sheets has a header to indicate that way it doesn't read that row as well. After that, you can load the headers and you're going to be able to see the name of each one of the columns. This is going to be extremely useful in the next step, and let's get to that one now. Now in this case, we want to generate a certain document and send out an email to each individual person. So to be able to do that, we're going to use a for each loop, meaning it's going to repeat the process for each one of the rows that we select. So in this case, you have to indicate a collection. We're going to be using this one here, the rows. To be able to access this, all you have to do is click on this chain icon. This is called a token picker. It allows you to enter information from previous steps. So in this case, the collection of rows. So in this case, it's going to be repeating for as many employees as there are on the Google Sheet. Now, which steps do we want to do for each employee? We want to generate a custom document. So for that, we're going to be using the generate document using template. As the name implies, we have to generate a template first that we will be using to replace information inside of. So first you have to set up your connection again to your Google Docs. And then all you have to do is select which file you wish to use as a template. So again, click on the Google Drive icon, search for it inside of your Google Drive and click on select. This is going to be the document that I'll be using as an example. As you can see, I have indicated certain placeholders, the recipient, the amount, the company, the date, and we're going to be able to see that information inside of the action. So let's go back to Zenphi. Now here we're able to indicate where we wish to save the file. Again, just click on the Google Drive icon and select a folder inside of your drive. And you can also give the file a different name. So in this case, I'm going to use the employee's name so that we have the name of the person and then letter. To be able to do that, again, we're going to use the token picker. And if you open the for each row, you're going to be able to access the name of the person, the email of the person, their company, etc. So all of this information is custom to that specific person. And make sure to tick the generate PDF box, that way we can send it through email in the next step. Now down at the bottom, we're able to see the placeholders from the document. If you aren't able to see them, just simply click on load placeholders. And here you're able to manually write a value, or if you wish to use dynamic data, which is a lot more useful, you're able to use the token picker again, and you can simply indicate which value belongs to which placeholder. Now last but not least, we want to send an email to each person. So here what we're going to use is the send email Gmail action, which is going to send an email through your Gmail account. So first you have to set up your connection once again. Now here you would usually indicate who the email is going to. In this case, since we're sending it to multiple people, we're going to need to use the value from the loop. That way it has the email for the person that it corresponds to. So in this case, we're going to use this token. And now down at the bottom, you're able to edit the subject, the body. You can use information using the token picker once again. And then down at the bottom, you're able to add attachments. So just make sure to select the PDF file. And that would be everything. So let's go ahead and save and test run. As we saw in the example Google Sheets, we have 2 employees, so we will be sending out 2 emails, both with their own PDF document. Okay, and here is the email that we have received. It has the information that we indicated with the token picker. It has the date, the name of the person, as well as the amount due. And then here we have our attachment. As we can see, it has the information replaced here as well. As you can see, this one says James Johnson. And this other email that we have here is for John Doe. So if we open up this one, as we can see, there are different documents, each with their specific information from the Google Sheets. So as you can see, it can be very simple to be able to automate this process. It's going to save you quite a bit of time. Make sure to check out our YouTube channel where you'll be able to find different use cases and other ways that you can automate processes, as well as check out our website where we have solutions for different fields. I'd also like to invite you to book a demo meeting with us so that we can go through, show you how Zenphi works, as well as being able to go through different use cases that might be beneficial to you or your business. Thank you so much for watching.